For free tickets to the Sally Jessy Raphael Show, write Sally Jessy Raphael, Post Office Box 1400, Radio City Station, New York, New York, 10101.
Let me try to look at it from Ruben's point of view. In your court, or in the court of other judges, assuming that you guys talk to each other, are you so overloaded that you can't read all the paperwork and everything? Is there too much put on the judges today?
That hasn't been my experience. That's not to say, though, that in New Jersey, where they're talking about now.
Let me ask in New York. Are they overloaded?
In New York, we are overloaded. The family courts right now are above the maximum, if that's even possible. The Supreme Courts are filled to capacity. Our criminal trial parts are constantly full. These people, and you can hear the tension just here in this room.
Yeah, I want to ask you and the psychiatrist, what's happening?
That's the tension you hear in the facility if you're working there as an officer of the court. You see that tension every day, but yet we have to believe that you have to have the right to come and feel safe in that environment, not worry about somebody pulling out a gun and shooting you while you're waiting to hear your case.
If I had a gun and you had a metal detector, I'd wait till you exited the court and shoot you. I mean, if I were going to shoot somebody. Well, what was a metal detector going to do to stop somebody who seriously wants to get rid of you?
Well, they're not going to shoot you in the courthouse. They're not going to be able to get in to the courtroom and shoot at a judge or shoot at the complainant or a litigant. If the people in the city of New York or the state of New York start feeling unsafe going to a courthouse, we're starting to lose perspective here.
I feel unsafe coming to the studio, let alone going to the courthouse. Yes, what do you make of what was happening there?
Well, I think that the tension that we feel here is a microcosm of the enormous issue that this is for people who are the actual litigants. And I quite agree that there are men, and it is usually men, who can lie in wait after the court. But usually that impulse to fire is generated by something that has happened in the trial. And if that person is protected from using that gun in the courtroom, it is far less likely they're going to get it outside.
How many courts have metal detectors?
In the city of New York, all but 5 courts now have metal detectors.
But what about the rest of the country?
The rest of the country, I think they use them sporadically, in light of what I've heard here today.
I have a question for Ruben, something I don't understand. At the top of the show, he was talking about how he understood the laws and how he was walking into the courtroom. He knew he was in the right. I don't understand why somebody would be afraid to go to jail for a few days on a contempt of court charge if he knew he was right, if in due process in the end he would have gotten off if he said he was in the right. Why would he risk shooting a judge and going to jail for attempted murder? I don't understand that.
Ruben, can you answer that?
Yes, who asked that question?
A gentleman here.
Okay, that's a valid question. I had exhausted all the remedies that I knew that I had available to me. Whether there were other remedies or not, I have no idea. Now, I had been on the appellate process several times in other court cases. For example, just to illustrate, people say the comment was made that you can appeal a case, you know, if the trial judge is wrong. Well, we're dealing with human beings, and sometimes human beings just go crazy. They go awry. They go insane.
Did you get crazy and go awry and become insane?
Not me. No, the Judge Janke did.
Okay. Let me take a break. We'll be right back.
Since we got a central vac, Dad's like a kid with a new toy. Who's gonna play catch with me now?
Built-in home systems. They make practically everybody happy.
Get this, Milwaukee. Mitchell Carpet has the biggest sale ever. Friday, 3,000 yards of $20 a yard carpet for only $8 a yard. Saturday, 4,000 yards of $25 carpet for just $10 a yard. Sunday, 5,000 yards of $30 carpet for only $12 a yard. Pick your price, color, saving. This weekend only, Mitchell Carpet has extraordinary prices of $8, $10, $12 a square yard on name brand carpeting valued to $30. Only Mitchell Carpet could put this sale together for you. Don't miss it. Shop Friday, Saturday, and Sunday till 5. Mitchell Carpet, 3 locations.
Reach for a star and meet the real winners and losers at Hollywood's most famous fashion follies, the Oscars. Then read why the birth mom of Ted Danson's adopted daughter now wants her back. It'll knock you for a loop. Reach for a star. You can lose an easy pound a day on country queen Reba McEntire's healthy diet and find out why Princess Di's given up sex. It's the secret her TV miniseries didn't reveal. Plus, terrorists plan a bomb on the set of Beverly Hills 90210. Was it meant for Shannon Doherty? Reach for a star.
If we're lucky, life keeps rolling along, but surprises can happen around the next corner. Through no fault of our own, we can become victims of someone else's carelessness. If you're a victim of an auto accident, call Daniel Condis Law Offices. There's no attorney fees until we collect money for you. At Daniel Condis Law Offices, we're prepared to be as tough as it takes to make sure you get every dollar you deserve.
Call Daniel Condis Law Offices at 444-4444.
I was tall and slender up until I had my first child. I was engulfed in being a mom and let myself go. I chose Jenny Craig because it's my type of food. I'm the microwave queen here. I don't want to fuss with it. I don't have to cut it up. I don't want to have to weigh it. The food is wonderful. It's already portioned. You know when to stop instead of feeling bad every time you eat. Now it feels so good.
Get personal weight management at Jenny Craig. Pay as you go for just $6 a week. Call 1-800-92-JENNY.
Are you a teenager and you're having really a difficult time? You're trying to deal with the death of someone you really love? If so, call me. I'd like to talk to you about it. We have particularly sad people here with us today. This is Michael and Millicent. What happened to your sister?
My sister was an attorney at a hearing similar to the one that the judge had mentioned. And the husband, my sister represented the wife, pulled out a .357 Magnum and shot my sister, killing her instantly, and then killed himself.
How, as a mother, what are your thoughts on what you've seen today and what has happened to you?
I feel that security should be most vital in courtrooms because of my daughter's demise. And because all this time they haven't done too much about it, I'm adamantly for having security in courtrooms.
Our condolences on she was a brilliant lawyer, was she not? And it took a lot for her to go to law school and to make something of herself.
Yes, she was.
How old was she when she was killed?
26.
26. Thank you very much.
Sally, if I could, metal detectors in and of themselves, I think perhaps are a greater deterrent than anything else we presently have available. But
how about justice? Justice is a great deterrent too.
Great. But I think, as Scott can probably verify, even with the detectors in place in New York, over 100,000 weapons were still attempted to be smuggled into courthouses during 1992.
So, if you were emperor, what would you do?
I don't have an answer.
I have. I take away all the guns. We don't
Take a break.
Guns in this country.